This next movie you want to watch recently premiered at the Tribeca Film Festival, yet was overshadowed by some seriously disturbing headlines.
Actor James Franco flirting, said it shamelessly, I might add, with a 17-year-old fan.
A rumor that went viral and spread like wildfire. Actor James Franco accused of publicly propositioning a minor on Instagram.
A young fan named Lucy went to see James as he was leaving his Broadway show of Mice and Men. In an Instagram video, he even says hi to her.
You gotta tag me.
The headlines prompted Franco to publicly respond to the allegations the next morning during a previously scheduled television appearance on Live with Kelly and Michael, essentially creating one of national TV's most awkward moments.
You know, I was just feeling awkward. I didn't want to come on the show and just feel awkward.
Franco addressed the headlines and admitted he made a bad mistake.
I used bad judgment and I learned my lesson.
Yet only 24 hours after Franco's Instagram conversation with a 17-year-old minor made headlines, a new viral spin leaked out claiming the entire incident was a big publicity stunt, all in an effort to promote Franco's latest film, Palo Alto. Ironically, the film's premise is about an underage relationship between Franco, a soccer coach, and a high school student played by Emma Roberts.
I think you should play striker. You know, it's a lot of pressure, but you look really good out there.
Thanks.
A few weeks later, Franco's Palo Alto co-star Emma Roberts commented on the Instagram incident and told HuffPost Live's Josh Zepps it's irrelevant.
Well, people send it to me. I was like, I don't want to read about this. Like, it's irrelevant, so.
Roberts, who's currently engaged to her American Horror Story co-star Evan Peters, is no stranger to making controversial headlines. The Hollywood starlet was arrested last year for assaulting her then-boyfriend, Peters. Roberts admitted she instantly regretted the public nature of their hands-on argument. So it's no surprise Roberts publicly dismissed Franco's underage incident.
I honestly didn't read any of it.
Roberts, joined by thousands of Franco fans, quickly moved on to the next scandal and forgot about that silly Franco and his cradle-robbing accusations. He did apologize, right?
I guess, I'm embarrassed.
Most recently, Franco made another attempt to set the record straight on The Howard Stern Show and told Howard in so many words that he did try to initiate an intimate encounter with a 17-year-old Instagram fan, but the girl turned him down.
I was, a gentleman. I said, do you have a boyfriend? And her response was, not when you're around. So that to me sounds like, okay, she's interested.
The day after Franco's interview on Stern, where he admitted he's just trying to meet somebody, J-Dog was up to his old tricks, trolling for fans online. This time he posted a nearly nude selfie in the wee hours of the morning, which were quickly taken down an hour later after he realized the fan comments weren't so positive. Condeezy says, quote, he's not even attractive anymore, looks seedy, end quote. Clara Kim says, quote, this is so disgusting, should be illegal, end quote. Whether the Franco Instagram incident was art imitating life or life imitating art, the incident in the moment didn't seem to affect the cast, who came out to support the Tribeca Film Festival premiere screening of their film, Palo Alto. Franco and friends never addressed the controversial topic. It was all about promoting the film, business as usual.
New York has become my, filmmaking home. It's where all the people I work with on my films are from. It's where I went to film school. And so Tribeca just feels like my hometown fest.
I love that it's New York, and I feel like so many of the most iconic films are in New York, and so I think it's very fitting to have a festival here.
Mr. B is a hottie. Too bad he wants to get it in with April.
No, he doesn't. Why would you say that?
It was 5 years ago that Palo Alto was just an idea Franco put down on paper.
It started as a book. I wrote it when I was in graduate school, and then when I published it, I just naturally thought about adapting it into a film, and I realized that I didn't want to do it myself.
Franco handpicked the director, Francis Ford Coppola's granddaughter, Gia.
I met Gia Coppola through her mom, Jackie Getty, and I saw Gia's photographs, and I just had a really good feeling about it, and I just asked her to do it. It took a while, so 5 years later we're here, but she did a great job.
When I met James, you know, he really wanted to collaborate in some form or another, and he presented me his book with the idea of making it into a feature film, and I was really excited by the opportunity, and I was really interested in kind of reflecting back on those teenagers in my own life. So it was an interesting subject matter for me, and I was just really excited.
I just let her write, first few drafts of the script without any kind of input, and then once she had that, I had her go and shoot a test, and she shot a 45-minute test. Once I saw that test, I knew that she could do it, and so I was pretty hands-off after that.
Franco may have handpicked Gia to direct, but she chose Emma Roberts to star alongside James.
I just used a lot of people that I had access to, and for some reason I kept running into Emma, and it felt right.
In Palo Alto, Roberts, who is 21 years old, plays a virginal 16-year-old high school student that falls for her much older soccer coach, portrayed by Franco.
I'm older, and I know that there aren't a lot of good things around. And I know that you are really good.
Roberts raved Coppola injected a unique style of directing into the film.
Gia and I clicked so well. The movie is very real, and I like that it depicts teenagers in like a real way. The characters aren't like cheesy, and I like that. Gia wasn't scared to like leave silence a lot of times. Like a lot of what the movie's about goes in what isn't said, and I think there's something really interesting about that.
Roberts revealed she especially enjoyed working with Jack Kilmer, Val Kilmer's son.
Jack and I got along so well. I loved the whole cast and the whole crew, and it was really special.
Palo Alto is Jack Kilmer's first acting role, and according to Coppola, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree.
I've known Gia for a while, since actually elementary school. We went to elementary school together. And she was writing the script for Palo Alto, and I would hang out with her, and she'd kind of run some of the lines by me and ask me kind of what was my experience like as a high school kid, and I auditioned for it, and she was really into it.
Jack agrees with Roberts and says there is a very real quality that Gia Coppola brought to each character in the film.
Doesn't really judge the kids too hard, and I think the characters are relatable. If you don't relate to those characters, I think everyone knows someone like them.
Actor Nat Wolff plays Fred.
Gia Coppola adapted it into this beautiful script, and I thought all the characters were really flawed, but sympathetic. Even my character, which is kind of the hardest to like, I found strangely charming and sympathetic, even in his awfulness.
Try not to hang around Fred.
Dude, you can't be here.
And with this screenplay, I really just responded to the piece as a whole, because at first I came into the meeting, I said, Gia, I don't know if I can play this guy. This really isn't me. I feel more like the other character. And she said, yeah, I want you to find all the opposites of how it's written, to make it a more, full person.
Wolff says Coppola encouraged him to improvise.
I actually play music in the movie. There's one scene where I'm seducing the girl, and Gia just told me, it was an improvised scene, and Gia just told me, hey, just seduce her however you want. I texted her, I was like, can I use a guitar? And she said, yeah, sure. So I just brought a guitar that day and used it, and then I play one of my songs in the movie, and it's on the soundtrack, Rockstar.
Actress Zoe Levin plays the promiscuous one in the group.
I felt like she had a lot of depth to her, and there was more than met the eye when it came to her character, so I wanted to really bring that to life, and I think Gia was excited about that too.
Palo Alto, starring James Franco and Emma Roberts, hits theaters May 9th.
There's always a reason.